Who's excited to quarantine and chill in the Haute Girl Kitchen?
Me.
So as you can see, in these impoverished times, even the Haute Girl Kitchen, you're banging. Who's excited to quarantine and chill in the Haute Girl Kitchen?
Me.
I know that this quarantine is not our best time, but do not fret. Haute Girl Kitchen is here to save the day.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Matt.
And we're ready to bring you the best fancy ramen you've ever seen.
Period.
We know that the grocery stores have been extra bare, but we know everyone has a little bit of ramen in their pantries.
Ramen, that's very basic. I think it's time to spice it up. As you can see, in these impoverished times, even the Haute Girl Kitchen is cutting back a bit. We had to buy small bottles of Moe instead of a big bottle. So, you know, at least I guess we won't get too tipsy. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but my mother will think it's a good thing.
Let's pop these bitches. Hold on. Ready?
Well, I'm trying to pop mine. Like, oh my god, I can't get it. It's not high up enough. Here we go. We ready?
No.
Oh my god. You're gonna pop it in my eye! Pop it up! That was really melodramatic. Cheers! One sip of alcohol and quarantine is already more bearable.
Or you're just more bearable.
She's trying to get the hand today, and I mean, that's that on that.
What we're doing with the ramen is taking everything that we have in our fridge or went out to buy and adding it in to make things a little bit fancy. We're going to use some eggs.
Oh my god, she almost cracked the eggs. That definitely would not be the vibe.
Green onion, some kale. This is a FRESCO pepper, so it's like a little spicy but not too much. Some microgreens. Fun fact, microgreens actually have more nutrients than regular sized greens.
Wow.
So we're making healthy ramen also.
Love that for us because Haute Girl Summer isn't canceled yet. I know they're trying to cancel it. They closed the gyms. What else have they done to us? I mean, it's just miserable in general.
Yeah.
But, you know, the least we can do is eat some microgreens.
You're going to use a little pot, have water boiling. I have little markings in this pot for measurements, so there's like 4 ounces of water. We're kind of see if that's enough. You can add more, take some out, but right now we're just adding in the ramen.
Yeah, the amount of water isn't really that big of a deal as long as there's enough, but having too much really isn't the end of the world.
Yeah, so you want to submerge these pieces of ramen. So right now they're not both.
Looks like maybe we don't have enough water.
Yeah, we might need a little more. So it's looking like you need a little more than 4 ounces.
It really is looking that way.
This looks like 6. So you pretty much want these both submerged in the water, wait for it to boil. I hope all of you know how to make ramen, but I feel like
there's instructions on the package.
I feel like the Pittsburgh way, or at least when we were kids, well, you guys said you do this now, but I used to break them up. But if you go to a ramen place, they're actually not broken up. That's why you use chopsticks usually. So
right, so you can sit at home in quarantine using chopsticks to eat your ramen. That's definitely the most important element.
Yeah, pretend you're out.
Yeah,
ramen
out
place.
and about.
Exactly. So we're going to let this cook until the noodles are a little bit more soft and ready, and we'll start adding some ingredients. So now you're going to add in your seasoning. Woo!
Okay, we'll wait.
Sorry.
You really gotta shake all that powder out, you heard?
And then we'll add, we did 2 packets of ramen, so we'll add both the packets.
Oh yeah, get that flavor. Now what flavor ramen is this? I hope it's chicken.
It is chicken.
Oh, thank God.
But obviously, you can use whatever ramen you want.
Right, but chicken is definitely the superior ramen if you ask me.
I feel like everyone thinks that. Okay, So we're gonna stir that in. Now we're gonna add in our fresh kale. You wanna add it in when the ramen's pretty much about done, just to soften it up a little.
This is so healthy. Wow. Crack that hoe. Oh. not on the stove, in the pot.
Oh my god.
Oops. We made a little mess. Oh.
Did I do it again?
Sure did.
Then you take a fork and you just mix it. You break the yolk and everything. Mix it. Now this is gonna, it may seem weird, but this is gonna thicken up your ramen. You can also do like a hard boiled, but that's a technique I haven't mastered yet, so we're gonna go ahead and do this one.
She really just tried to master it on the fly. I was like, let's stick to the basics for the fans at home.
Plus this is a good way to get protein into your ramen and thicken it up a little bit. You just let that.
Oh my god, she's being so tragic on the stovetop right now. I'm so sorry to the stovetop.
But wait, so if you look close, you can see how it's cooking. Like you broke up the egg, you can see the white in there from it cooking. Here's a piece of egg.
Oh yeah, they can see it. Yum. I'm literally starving in this quarantine. I can't wait to eat this. Haven't eaten in 3 days.
As you can see, we're ready to rock. It was pretty much ready to go, so I put it in bowls. The eggs cooked on here, and the kale has gotten a little bit softer. It's still crunchy, though, which is much more fun to eat that way. We're just going to add the rest of our toppings. So we're going to add some green.
They went everywhere.
Some green.
Emergency cleanup crew.
Green onion. Let's add this in.
Okay, apparently lots of green onion.
And then we're going to add our microgreens. Nice and healthy.
Yum. I love arugula. These are arugula microgreens. Has like a little bit of a, how do you describe arugula? Like a bitter taste almost? Like a bitter.
Yeah, I don't even know what word to use to describe arugula.
Yeah, arugula is just arugula.
Arugula is just arugula.
That's like the only way to hear about it.
And we're going to add these peppers. They're not super spicy. Get a little color on here.
Yeah, Melissa was trying to make this without the red pepper, and I was like, this is a little too green for me. You need something exciting.
Red, and voila. Let's eat these.
So this is going to be really interesting for me to try to eat this with chopsticks. Normally I just eat it with like a spoon or a fork like normal people.
What's up?
Clearly Melissa's dog is into it. Wow, look at that nice long ramen that Melissa insisted on not breaking the ramen up. Mmm. A little difficult to eat. The moral of the story is, whether you eat it with a spoon, a fork, or chopsticks, as Melissa insists upon, this is a fabulous meal. We are hoping you have a hot girl quarantine, and I hope you enjoy our quarantine special.
And, of course,
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Your fave could never.
Ever.
Real hot girl shit.